was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got just broken to his place. His chin in his face. Yeah. From then I say it's everything. She entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. Our anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Boys and girls, I got some true stories.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On now off of play action. They'll roll him out right. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And tough slamming. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on third down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mond looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Mond. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Mond. This is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
For a team who came in there on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chargers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mon. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mon. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Real green. Watch out now. 50 series.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And some room to work. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Mon. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Matt Judon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. A nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Danny Gray from 4 yards out. And the Raiders get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 13-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Ty Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25. And guys fielding that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kellen Mond as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.